And we got a producer.
So you said you're bringing 3 people from Kenya. Who did you bring?
So I brought a guy called Neville. He was a very good radio presenter. He still is, but he doesn't work there anymore. Then I brought George. I brought 4, sorry. And I brought George, my Supra guy, who's now working for BBC. Then I brought my sister.
What?
Okay. Then I brought my sister, but they didn't know she was my sister. I just wanted to get her out of Kenya. And I brought a guy called Walker, who was a very good friend of mine, who later became my business
So
partner.
how did you convince these guys?
I just told them, for me to be profitable, I need these guys.
No, okay.
Oh, them.
How did you convince them to?
I just told them, you guys are hustlers, there's more opportunities here. The other 3 guys had nothing to lose, but George did. Because George was already working for a ministry. I just wanted him there because he was my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you're insane. Yeah, you're a leader. Guys followed you.
They followed. And I told them, jump on a bus, not even an air ticket. But then the bus in Nyinyi wote kujeni. Yeah.
So now, do they have salaries?
I brought them, no, but I told them they would. And then they come there. The only person that didn't really, we didn't have like a very personal relationship with
Was Wallace? No.
Was George.
Was George?
Yeah.
Everyone else
Like
you had?
we did, yeah, but.
Oh, but it wasn't, you weren't that tight.
Yeah, we're in the rest is family.
Yeah,
the other guy was family, my sister is family. So what I did is, so my sister and one guy.
So, but why did you want George there?
Because I knew he was going to deliver when it comes to content.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
And we had discussed about opportunities and so on, and the guy seemed ready to look for more. But he was working for the ministry at that time, so they all came. But they came in intervals. So my sister and one of the guys came together, and they lived with me in the studio. So what I did is I went to the server room in the studio. There were no servers, just cables. I removed all those cables myself. I went to the market. I bought 2 small mattresses, and I bought paint and brushes, and I came and I painted it myself. Yeah, I painted it.
You guys don't know you.
So when they came, they found some A-class accommodation. Okay?
A mattress and...
Yeah, and that room had a very small window, like this size, like a jail. Yeah, that's why they slept. Even me, I got myself a small mattress.
Yeah.
Yeah, very small, like the ones you go to school with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why we stayed for
And Cedric knew you were staying there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Anyway. But Cedric's boss didn't know. Nobody else knew in the whole company. It was just us. And then we were heading towards...
So now, what do they start doing?
So they start helping me with production. So nobody knows anything. So Walker is very good at administration stuff. So he's running admin. And then my sister she was learning media now. She knew things about producing and directing and so on and so forth. George was good at photography and content creation and so on. So we wanted to do more than just producing ads. So we decided, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do what we're doing now / events. Okay. So when they came, we got our first event from the company itself. They were doing they were launching, I think that's when they were, don't know what we were launching, or end of year party or something. And then they gave me some money to organize the event. It was about 1 million Rwandan francs. That was a lot.
What's that? What does that sound like in shillings?
A couple of thousands.
Or dollars?
Of dollars, yeah. It was like, I don't know, 200,000, 300,000.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, of course we
about
put up
$2,000, $3,000.
Yeah. So we put up a good, it was more. We put up a good event, of course. But then I was left with enough for me to get a place for all of us to stay. So now we're moving from the studio to a 5-bedroom house.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's still no salary.
Yeah.
But now also I'm getting some good money from events. So every day I leave the helper with 2,000 Rwandan francs. That's like 100 and something shillings for food. So to pick here. Every day. So me, I'm still working for the main company.
You've got your event, your
I
DJ.
got my events.
And now direct people are calling you.
Yeah. So I'm making some good money.
But only you?
Only me. The other guys are not making anything.
They're not complaining?
George started complaining. He said he's going back. Yeah, he said he's going back. But then...
Did he go? Did he end up going back?
I convinced them to stay. No,
Okay.
I don't even know how I convinced them to stay. So what happened is one of the guys, Walker, I think he also started getting some... so he decided to join school there. Okay. And then he was going to school. His parents were paying for his school. And then there he got some side jobs to do some underwriting. I don't know what he was doing. So he was getting some money. So him it was okay. My sister, she didn't complain. It was just me and her. So it was just George. Yeah. And the other guy came in later when we were doing well. So it was just George. So the production company is not making anything to sustain him. And then the radio decides they're going to introduce news in English.
George.
Yeah. So I told George, you know what? You'll be doing the English news. So now George has transitioned from the English news, from the production studio is doing nothing, to the English news.
And there's something small now he's getting.
Yeah, he's getting about 110 Rwandan francs, 1,000 Rwandan francs, which was 15,000, 10,000 there.
Nice.
Pocket money, nothing.
Yeah, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
No, he had nothing. Now at least he has something.
He's got, I think he also used to get...
Hold on. And this is how his trajectory ended up until where he's in BBC now.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Patience, my guy. So George decides...
You're hard to follow.
So George, this is like, I actually needed this because now I can remember things. So now everyone is okay. So the station is starting transition to English. So George has an opportunity now. My sister doesn't really have. Walker is doing something on the side. So the company, they've got an admin, but she needs an assistant.
Your sister.
My sister. Yeah, so this assistant is the one doing payroll.
Yeah.
She's doing everything for that radio station, okay? And then, so my sister now moves from the media part now to the admin part.
Yep.
She's dealing with HR issues, she's dealing with finance issues, she's the one dealing with petty cash and so on. And then the person that was doing, the person that she was the assistant to, I think goes for maternity leave. My sister takes her position. But all these guys, they've got jobs, yes, now within the company, but they're not making good money.
Yeah.
Okay. My name is blowing. Now I've decided to...
So your name is blowing, you're doing other events?
I'm doing other events. I'm doing events every weekend.
Give me an example of what you're doing.
So I was doing events. So I was doing, basically, I had club events from Friday, Saturday. Okay.
You're in a club DJing?
I'm in the club DJing, yeah. And back then we had two new clubs that had just opened. But also my name was not as big because of how I was branding myself. So I decided to look for management. And while looking for management, I find a management in Kenya called S-Cards Entertainment. So where now these guys are signed under DJ Incredible, DJ Slick, DJ Stretch, DJ Kafi. Who else?
And this management is where in Kenya?
It's in Kenya, but the guy is Nigerian. So S-Cards, so the guy
how do you find the management? Online?
I don't know how we met, but the guys actually found me because I was strategically placed.
Because you were in Rwanda.
I was in Rwanda and the guys want to cross over East Africa.
They want to expand, yeah.
So me being in Rwanda creates a position for them to cross to Rwanda and Burundi.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And for me, I need myself to be associated with a certain brand.
Yep.
Yeah. So what do?
You sign up with them.
Sign up with them.
And signing up with them means for every gig they get a cut.
Yeah, but I don't think they really got anything because we were still in a growth phase.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. So yeah, so now I'm under Ace Entertainment. So I'm a full-blown DJ now. And my skill has improved. It's gotten really good. So I'm being called for my radio shows. I've got radio shows. I've got events everywhere. I can do events in Kenya once in a while when I'm around. So the guys were running the entertainment at Skylark's Lounge. Westlands.
Mm.
And so when I was in Kenya, I could go there and do my stuff. But my main focus was in Rwanda and Burundi.
So you started going now to Burundi?
Yeah, I don't even know how I started. Oh yeah. So Ace Cards had a link from the diaspora, and that link happened to come from Burundi.
Mm-hmm.
But this link happened to know the biggest club in Burundi, or the second biggest, and that's how we went to Burundi.
Oh,
so
man.
what they did is they created some sort of a tour that said it starts from Nairobi, goes to Uganda, goes to Rwanda, goes to Burundi. About 1 month. So the guy started in Kenya, went to Rwanda, came to me. Went to Uganda, came to me in Rwanda. From Rwanda, they went to. We went to Burundi, all of us. Yeah, and I mean, it blew up. It became a big deal. So now I'm spending less time at the office. Yeah.
Mm.
I'm spending less time at the office. My sister and everybody else are running things. George is doing well with his news thing. George now is starting to get gigs to moderate.
He's moved just beyond radio. His radio personality has now grown.
Yeah, his journey is phenomenal. And then now, at this particular point, the radio decides it is time for us to open our own private TV station.
In Rwanda?
In Rwanda, the first private TV station. We do the business plan. I help with the business plan. We get the loan from the bank, I guess. And then we get the equipment and we launch the TV. So when they launch the TV, we're the only ones. Okay? So when it comes to music, I'm the music guy now. When it comes to content over the weekend, I'm the content guy. When it comes to news, okay? George is now doing TV and radio. It's a big deal. People now can see.
And how many TV stations are there in Rwanda this time?
Just one.
So you're the only other one?
Yeah. We're the only
You're
other
like
one.
KTN after KBC?
Exactly, yeah. We're the only other one.
What?
Yeah.
That's huge. And you're throughout the whole of Rwanda?
Yeah.
Or in Kigali?
No.
Just Kigali?
Just Kigali, I think.
But that's big enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many people are in Kigali, by the way, at that time?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe, I think it was, I don't know whether it was 1 million plus, I can't remember. But yeah. So we decided, we start the first private TV. And I remember, so right now, George and I, and now the other guy we called in later, Colnez, had a radio show that was from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. So now what happens now, we do 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. radio. Then I go upstairs now, I go downstairs, third floor, I get mic'd for TV. Then I do my show from 5 to 6.
You become a TV host.
Yeah. And then George comes back at 7 or 9 to do the English news in the evening. So we are the ones running the TV and the radio. Yeah. So his salary goes up from 110,000 to 240,000, which is like 25 Gs now. So George is making 25,000. So George and Nez decided.
And also now are you being paid for the TV now?
Yeah, but I was still making small money.
From the station.
Yeah.
But better money from gigging.
Yeah. I think the guys took that into consideration. They're like, this guy is okay, it doesn't. And me, I didn't mind. Me, I just wanted exposure. Because that's what I used to negotiate for better pay.
Yeah.
Anywhere else, yeah.
For private gigs now.
Yeah. And my management was very good at getting me better gigs anyway. So I was like, cool. So
what year is this? Have we entered 2011?
Now I think we're in 2012.
Oh, 2012.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
dude, you asshole.
My goodness. So George now is doing pretty well. Okay. He's become like a real big deal when it comes to moderating. And one day we're sitting at the office and he comes and he's like, I've gotten an offer and I might be leaving. This offer is from CNBC.
What?
Yeah, CNBC is opening in Rwanda and they like George. So George his contract is in dollars. It's literally 10 times more. Huh? How are you going to convince such a guy to stay? So eventually we all accept that George has to go for greener pastures. And his hustle his patience has paid off. And he leaves. And then once he leaves, me, I also become very much involved with events outside, and I'm also looking to leave. Okay, so
greener pastures.
Yeah, so my sister is now, she's head of, I don't know, admin and stuff, so she's okay. Her salary also went up to 300,000 Rwandan francs, which was like maybe 20 something G's. She has her own place. George and Nez now live together. Neville, they live together. They've got their own place. And yeah.
You are still Luko.
So what happened is Cedric and I became so close that I moved into his house.
Oh, you left the 5-bedroom.
Yeah, I left. We all left the 5-bedroom. At some point, we were locked out because we hadn't paid rent.
Okay.
So we temporarily scattered.
Yeah.
And then when we came back, we didn't go back together. So everybody just
Yeah.
So at this particular point, I saw that they had hit a roadblock when it came to pay. Like these guys were not going to, the company was not going to pay these guys enough money ever. So I told them, I was getting, I think the company is paying me like 300 and something thousand, which was another additional 30 G's. I told them, spread shade between these guys. Don't tell them, but cut it from me, give them a raise. And then you guys, what you're going to do, you give me tickets. So we had to deal with Rwanda where they would give the radio station tickets. And so I got 4 tickets a week.
So you told them, instead, give me tickets.
Flight tickets. Anytime I ask for a flight ticket, give it to me. And in exchange, I'll give you content. These flight tickets allowed me to be the most affordable DJ in the region because I could easily cross anywhere. The only thing you have to do, but my management always made sure I had very good accommodation, very good pay, very good everything.
Okay,
Yeah.
So, hold on, explain this properly.
Yeah.
So now that you have tickets, how are you? It means that if you're called to Burundi, they don't have to pay for your tickets.
No.
You'll tell them, I'll be there.
I'll be there. Just pay me well.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah. And that's how it happened. Every 4 p.m. every Friday,
Out.
I'm flying out.
So where would you go and do these events?
So there were 2 clubs. So I became the resident. I became the resident DJ for the biggest club in Burundi called Kiss Club. It was a ish, man. I've never seen a nice club in some country you can't even imagine. But it was run by Europeans, so they had invested in the state of art, everything, sound, light, everything. Can you imagine? I'm living in one country, but I'm the resident DJ in another country. How cool is that? Huh? So every Friday, out.
So it was run. So now you got a relationship with these Europeans.
Yeah, we're still friends. They keep asking when I'll go back. So now I started now but getting more involved in Burundi. Most of my shows were syndicated now, so I didn't have to be at the office all the time. Yeah, so I was like, you know what?
Syndicated meaning that
I could record them from
pre-recorded.
Burundi, and then send them to Rwanda. So yeah, my live show now, I had transitioned. Now I had given it to someone else.
So other DJs were coming up.
Other DJs were coming and they were doing it there. So I could afford to stay in Burundi a bit longer. And during this stay, I went to visit the sister company of the company in Rwanda. And they told me, oh, we're opening a radio. Are you able to come and help us, please? And that's how I moved from Rwanda to Burundi.
Okay, hold on. We'll continue this conversation right now after Burundi. Let's take a break for 1 second.
Yeah, ish.